This is your girl Naughty, your mental health blogger. I had to jump on here. I told y'all, I promised you all that I would be real and raw and authentic, and that I would vlog during my episodes, and this is definitely one of them. So I would just call this my anxiety vent. I'm going through extreme anxiety right now, and the more I think about it, the more my anxiety tries to take control of me. I'm in a state right now where I'm able to speak, so that's why I jumped on. I wanted to make sure that I share with you guys my journey. That is what I dedicated to you all, and that is what I'm trying to display right now. I'm sharing with y'all my journey in fighting anxiety. So what I did was I actually came outside in my car. I'm in my car right now because I have a family in the house, especially with the pandemic going on, and I didn't want my daughter to hear the things that I'm about to share. So, I just told them, well, I'm going to step outside for a moment and sit in my car, gather my thoughts, and I'll be back. So I'm in my car right now, and I just had to come on here to share with y'all what I'm feeling. I'm very hurt. I'm very disappointed. I feel like the majority of my anxiety is from my childhood, for one. And that is like a section of my life that has been put into a chest and locked and bolted and chained and has an electrocuting fence around it. And I feel like in order for me to continue to grow and heal, eventually I'm gonna have to open up that box, and that box has my mother's name on it. I got into it today with my mother. I can't say that I got into it. We didn't argue, but she definitely triggered me. She said something that was extremely hurtful. Something that I personally would never, I couldn't even imagine uttering words like that to my own children. Because it's just beneath me. I feel like family is supposed to be the one thing that holds us all together. And unfortunately, when you're brought up in a dysfunctional family, it feels like the opposite. And it has always felt like the opposite with me. My family was very dysfunctional. I had a lot of traumas throughout my childhood that I experienced. And bringing it back to this moment, the interaction that I had with my mother a little earlier was definitely a trigger, and it hurt. It sent me into a type of anxiety attack that I have never experienced before. My heart palpitations, I felt like you could see my heart beating through my chest on the outside. I felt like my vision was in and out. I was dizzy. I was woozy. I was nauseous. I had tingling sensations and sharp pains in my chest and in my lungs, and it was vibrating through my whole entire aura. That is how much she disturbed me and disrupted my peace today. And I feel like I don't know how to face it. I don't know how to face her. I have been putting that off for as long as I can remember. And it's not about me trying to hurt her at all. That's not the agenda that I have inside. It's just I need to release that box of trauma so that I can move up another level in my healing and mentally and emotionally, because I'm telling y'all, like, it has really caused so much of the damage and so much of the way that I am today, my past. And when I started this journey and realized that the majority of it was from my childhood, it just kind of like, it had me really going deeper into myself and finding myself and digging up things that in my memory bank that I thought I never thought about, basically, I never thought about. And so I know that I keep going all around. It's because I have so many thoughts right now, and I'm just trying to share with you all how I try to handle and manage my anxiety in these moments. Even though it's not as high as it was, it's still high right now. And like I said, that's why I had to come out here to my car, because I didn't want to have this conversation with you all with my daughter present. I have my gloves on. I'm trying to be safe as well, during the pandemic. But I feel like this, I expressed myself respectfully in that moment earlier, as respectfully as I could, because I am a true believer when God says, honor thy mother. And I honor her. I cherish her. And I'm finding out that, that doesn't mean that it's good for me. And it's okay for me to express that. It's okay for me to express that. And that was exactly what I did. I let her know that I was having very high anxiety and she was triggering me. And that in this moment, she was very toxic for my mental health. And that I could no longer speak about the subject anymore today. And I made sure that I didn't disrespect her. I tried to give her affirmation that I wanted to continue the conversation at a later time, all while expressing that she was a trigger for me. And so my light is getting dim right now, you guys. Bear with me, please. I just feel like a mess. I feel like an emotional wreck right now. The one person that made you and brought you up into this world, for someone that you hold so dear to be able to shatter you within seconds and break a holy bond. And that is what I felt, and that is what I expressed. I let her know, you are crossing a boundary that can be extremely damaging to our relationship. I let it be known because I feel like I already have that box buried that I need to open up for my own personal growth. And on top of that, to experience such a traumatic experience with my mother earlier today, I feel like I've been set back 10 years. That's what it feels like. It feels like I've been set back. All of my progress was just like wiped out entirely. That is how I'm feeling in this moment. How can I allow someone, anyone, how can I allow someone to destroy all of my progress just like that? And so I was self-reflecting for these past 2 hours, regaining myself, my focus, my thoughts, trying to put the logical side of my mind in front of the emotional. Because when you have anxiety and complex PTSD and borderline personality disorder, it is very difficult not to act off of your emotions. And this is what I'm trying to share with you all right now in this moment as I'm having it. I just feel like this brought me back to my childhood, the interaction that I had today. And I feel defeated. I'm hurt. I'm disappointed. And although I'm having all of these feelings and my anxiety is loving this right now, loving this fucking pain right now, thriving off of this fucking pain, I am trying to manage it still. I am fighting my anxiety in this moment right now. And by me coming on here and sharing that with you all, I hope that you can take it seriously. Do not judge me. And that we can all come together to share more of these moments. Because these are the moments when we need the most help. We need the most help. And that is why I decided to come on to share that with you all. Because it's not easy. And we cannot do this all by ourselves all the way through. Feeling better the more that I talk about it, which is what I try to, which is what I try to tell you all. The more you express your feelings, the more you release that energy, the less control your anxiety has. It doesn't have to be directed to the person that triggered it all the time. Just by releasing it, whether you release it out loud, write it down to a friend, a cousin, a neighbor, someone else that you hold close and dear. It doesn't have to be the person that caused it. The point is to get it out of your body so that your anxiety won't have that control over you. And that is what I am doing right now. And as I'm talking, it's lifting. It's lifting, and I'm feeling myself come back to the forefront. And the anxiety is starting to go back inside because I'm not allowing it to control me. And that is what is important, you guys. I thank you all for watching this. Please comment, like, subscribe to my channel. I want to give shit to y'all very real and raw, because mental illness is very real and raw, and it's affecting a lot of us, a lot more people than we know, and we all have to work together to cope and to give each other hope. That is what I write about. That is how I feel internally. It is what will help us all. So make sure you guys subscribe to my channel, share this, like it, comment, share your experience. If you can relate to how I'm feeling today, I would love to hear feedback from you all. Check out my website. I have a blog website. I just dropped a new blog last night, and I would love for you all to read that. It's extremely helpful. Make sure you guys check out the Fame shop, where I have tons of apparel and accessories, all geared towards mental illness, and this movement that I am trying to create for us all. I am thankful to God for Him to allow me to be a platform and a tool for you all by sharing my journey. And by sharing my journey, I am healing as well. And I want you all to heal just the way that I am. We can do this. We can definitely do this, guys. Thank you all again. Until the next time.